your New Jersey Devils taking on the Minnesota Wild back at the Rock, looking to make it 6 in a row, coming off a beautiful win in Toronto. Jack Hughes is flying high. I think the boys take this one. I'm going to go with 4-2 again. 4-2 Devils, the official prediction. We'll be back. Let's go Devils. Whoa. Nice and bloody. It's a good bloody piece. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice piece. Spaghetti carbonara review. Now, if you had told me 25 years ago that one day I would be in a new arena for the Devils eating spaghetti carbonara, I would have told you were insane. But here we are today, and I had to get it. Obviously, it looks super cheesy, super meaty. We're gonna give this a whirl. I've never seen this in any lounge here before, but let's give it a shot. I'm a very strict critic on the pastas, so this one I'm gonna have to give like a 7-4. 7-4, solid. Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
Please welcome the Arseny Gritsyuk warm-ups, your New Jersey Devils!
Cupcakes, donuts, little cheesecakes, cream puffs. I don't know what's in the top there. More cupcakes, mini donuts. Let's see, this one looks good.
For your New Jersey Devils, number 28, Timo Pyatt. At second, number 13, Nico Daws. At lightweight, number 81, Arseny Gritsyuk. On defense, number 7, Dougie Hamilton. Also on defense, number 71, Jonas Second. And in goal, number 50, Nico Daws. And let's hear for Cotter. Brenden Dillon. Assisted by number 91, Dawson Mercer, and number 17, Sheldon Keefe. Time of the goal, 6:08. That's Dillon, his second for Mercer and Devils.
Let's get loud.
Bring the noise. Gotta make some noise. And here he is.
Okay, let's run.
Make some noise! Devils dessert race. Get loud and try your favorite dessert to help them cross the finish line. Will it be Carvel representing section 14? Nancy Ann's representing section 109, or Mrs. Fields representing section 227. Desserts are all lined up. 3, 2, 1, and they are off. It looks like Mrs. Fields is in the lead here. Mrs. Fields has got quite a lead. Nancy Ann's is right behind, and Carvel is super slow today. Oh, it's like, oh my God, down it is. All Carvel. Look at Carvel move. Oh my goodness, I think it is all Carvel. Come on, Mrs. Fields. Come on, Nancy Ann's. We can't. Oh, they fell down, and it's all Carvel. Look at Carvel, the young one. Carvel got a hand. And because Carvel was a winner, these lucky fans in section 14, row 14, are receiving dessert vouchers. Congratulations.
Make some noise!
Make some noise! National Hockey League goal. The power play goal scored by number 91, Arseny Gritsyuk. Assisted by number 28, Timo Meyer. Time to go 4:53. It's Gritsyuk. He's first on the power play from Meyer at 4.
Oh, it's been great. We obviously just had a good start to the season. I think just every more win that we add up, we're just having a good time. I think you can see it out there from us. We're enjoying it, and right now these are big wins that matter earlier on in the season, and I think we're just playing a good, totally different game from every guy in this room.
Obviously, with Rodney not being able to play tonight, you slot into that center role.
We're good for the rest of the game, and I think overall we just carried that throughout our line, and overall it ended pretty good.
Dilly has talked so much about how much penalty killers are really taking so much pride that it means a lot to you guys. Again tonight, it was 21 straight kills. What is it was so effective for you guys against the league's top? That's a challenge. They have the top power play there.
I think we're all on the same page. We
these are the ones that are going to help us in the long run. We have a couple back-to-backs throughout the year, and it's pretty easy just to say, hey, it's a back-to-back. Lose some of the battles, but we all stuck together today and did our jobs, and it was a good job.
And it was energy throughout the game. In fact, you had the most shots in the game this year.
Myself or the
no,
team?
The team. Oh, you had energy too.
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe we should play back-to-back more often.
But I mean, that's a sign that guys really came out and took this serious.
No, we did. I mean, we talked about it prior to the game, just the importance of, it's a back-to-back. They know that. They're going to probably think it's an easy one coming in here, and I think we were just a little bit more prepared than they thought. And, when we stick to our game like that, it's hard to beat us.
How about getting rewarded going to the net?
About time. Jesus.
What was the reaction to Gritsyuk getting his first goal?
It was awesome. We knew it was just a matter of time. He's a skilled player with a great shot, so now that the floodgates are open, hopefully they can keep coming for him.
What's it like being on a team 6 in a row now, and just the way things are going with this team?
Great. One game at a time. I think that's kind of been our mindset. Is just there's no matter what, we're going to find a way to win kind of mindset, and looking forward to the next game now. So
pretty pumped up for Nico getting the win there tonight.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, he's been beat up on the card table pretty bad on the plane, so he deserves it.
He really gave you a shout out last night. You want to give him one back for his goal tonight?
Oh, absolute all-star. Love the guy. He deserves it.
Obviously, a different look for those forward groups, just given the fact that Cody was out. What did you like most about maybe the way you three connected, and you kind of all sort of have that hard nose, go to the net kind of mentality there?
It was great. Those two guys are really easy to play with, so I got a pretty good couple of games with Merce last year, so know his tendencies a little bit, and Brownie's easy to talk to. He kind of coaches you, has been around, so he knows. So it's a pleasure to play with those two.
What do you think of his pass to you?
Perfect. I don't know how he knew I was going there, but he knew. I didn't. I just kind of found it. So no props to him.
Thanks, Guts.
Yeah. Sorry.
Your mental side of the game, and how you had so much confidence in what you worked on this summer. You didn't have a lot of action in that first period in particular. How much did that play into, and putting it into practice?
I've had lots of good practice days here, so it didn't affect me too much. I got lots of confidence right now, and it's something that I'm happy about because I've only played. It's my second game of the season, one in Utica, one here, so usually that confidence comes from playing, but I was able to muster it up. It felt good.
What are you seeing, Nico, when you're watching this team? I mean, obviously from last year to this year, what's the biggest difference that you're seeing?
Oh, I don't know about difference, but I can tell you right now, guys are, we want it. You can tell everybody wants it. The block shots, the second efforts, everything. Everybody's, working so hard, and the results are showing.
How about the save you made there, the second period, the dive there on Horkman? Yeah.
At the end of the second there, it was a big part of the game. We're up, 2, and they have a power play right at the end of the second. If they get one there, they got a lot of confidence coming into intermission. So, try and do everything I can to keep that one out.
Keefe was talking about wanting to see the group clearing that crease for you guys. They did a good job without him like last night. How did they fare for you today? They give you some good lanes to see?
Oh, 100%, yeah. And all the ones that I couldn't see, and they couldn't get the guys out of the way, they were blocking. There's a lot of block shots tonight, and some of them that, like I said, I didn't see at all. So, we did a great job with that.
How about Brenden Dillon getting two goals in 2 games?
It's nasty.
Cotter says he's especially happy for you because you're doing a pretty bad job on the plane.
It's insane. Of course, he won 2 straight games. He thinks he's the man.
Thanks, Dawson.
Thank you.
I think that's probably the easy answer. You don't really want to get surgery. It's one of those things. I've been there, done that. Had my fair share of surgeries, and trying to do anything I can to avoid it and rehab, and just got to the point where it was a little bit too much for me to handle, and even talking with doctors was just one of those things that some people I probably had it my whole life, and now it flared up to the point where I couldn't really take it anymore. And I don't think nobody likes missing training camp and being around the boys and missing games and stuff, especially for something that could have maybe been handled earlier. But it was totally on me. I wanted to make sure to give every effort I could to avoid that and not go under like that. So,
what did you think of your game tonight?
First game since May.
So it went all right then.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that's might take me a game or two to really get into it, get my touches. Felt okay getting up and down the ice, which is a big thing. The puck touches will come. It was pretty nice getting out there. First touch was a power play. That's obviously pretty good, especially that's my bread and butter there. So yeah, I like to do a little bit better things with managing the puck myself, but it's game one. It didn't hurt us overall, so that's a win.
How impressive was it to see the rest of the guys on a back-to-back play such a dominant game tonight?
Yeah, good. It just shows that we're dialed in, we're locked in right now, and mistakes are going to happen, and it's how you cover up for the guy next to you. And I'm very proud watching the boys over the past 2 or 3 weeks. See them come together from afar, and it's great to be back.
That was kind of what I was going to say. Is what has been the most impressive thing that you've seen from the outside looking in at that point?
The maturity. I think I definitely think we've taken a step now. How big that step is, obviously, is to be seen. But so far through 7 games here, the step looks like we made the right one, and yeah, it's just gotta forget about this game, move on to the next game. It's one day at a time. It's
Thanks, nice.
Thanks, boys.
Arseny, just the excitement of finally scoring your first NHL goal. What goes through your head?
Какие ощущения после того, что забил?
Да, очень счастлив. Excited, так сказать, или как?
Excited.
Да, вот. И долго ждал этого гола, но слава богу, что это произошло там на 7-й игре, а не на 20-й.
Oh, obviously he's very excited that it finally happened, and obviously waited longer than he thought, but it's finally happened, and I think made him more.
For you, when you got to see that you were going to be playing with Nico and Timo, what sort of went through your head? What were you thinking, and how did you enjoy that experience?
Ну, то, что понял, что играю с ними, и сразу понял, что буду играть, скорее всего, против топовой линии, там, Каприза. И, наверное, с начала игры уже начинал сосредотачиваться на том, что надо сыграть правильно в зоне обороны, а потом уже найти свои моменты в атаке.
Obviously, when he saw the lineup and knew he was playing with Nico and Timo, he knew he was going to play against their top lines, and he needed to bring his best game without the puck, defensive responsibilities, and obviously the message from the coaches that he didn't need to change anything, he needed to play the same way, and then the chances will be there.
Do you already have the Telegram post already? Do you know what you're going to post?
Yeah, after this meeting, I'm ready. Thank you.
Thank you.
When you see a team on a back-to-back, more shots than they've had over the season, just what to say about how seriously they came out tonight to get what they had to do against Minnesota.
Yeah, guys came out with purpose. We touched on the back-to-back, and just in that you're going to play 14 of these, and we want to be on the right side of them and not dismiss them or overlook them or look at them as insurmountable. Just got to adjust your preparation a little bit. It's a different type of game day today. I mean, it was after 2 a.m. before I hit the pillow last night. And, we didn't bring the guys in this morning, so it's a different type of routine, and then just you're fatigued, so you got to play smart. You got to play a really sound team game, which is not unlike what we've been preaching in any other game, but it's all that stuff is all the more important to manage in games like this. So I really like the way that we took care of that tonight.
And you supported Nico in his first game. Just what do you think of his performance?
I thought he was solid. I think the guys did a really good job in front of him, but there's some great saves in there, some lateral stuff. He was solid. From Daws coming in to, we had to reshuffle the lines today, the Glass being out. I thought the Mercer line was excellent. To see Cotter get on the board, Gritsyuk, I thought, did a really nice job with up with Nico's group, and we started that second power play, and we scored. Gritsyuk fires one in. Like, lots of really good things happen in the game. It's different guys. That's what you like, right? It's Jack's been really rolling for us and all that, but today, not as much in terms of the offense, and it comes from different places. So lots of good things here today.
You talk about different guys, so it's a bit of a different makeup the way you had your lineup, obviously. How did you like how Arseny handled, what is a big responsibility when you're on that line with Nico going up against the other, top line in Kaprizov?
Yeah, he did a tremendous job. I mean, it comes off of, the two previous games. We're in here and his line, at the time was Glass and Brown, but they went head to head against Draisaitl, and I thought Grits did a really nice job. And then yesterday in Toronto, it ends up being the Nylander group a lot, and to me, he's handled it very well. So he's just a guy. First he comes over here, he's billed as a big scorer and a shooter and all of that, and then he shows us his passing side. The more time that passes here, this is just a complete hockey player. He's sound defensively, works hard, he's strong, he's good in possession, smart, makes really good reads. So he's a really good and useful player for us. And on a day like today, you can elevate him, but he's brought a lot to our lower lines and just the same. So great to see him get rewarded. Scoring a goal and all that feels really good, but he's got a real nice foundation to his game that brings great value to our team.
For a coach, when you're put in a position where you do have to make these changes, and then you do see these lines sort of click, off the bat, whether it's Mercer down the middle with his two line mates, we just talked about Nico's line. What does that do for a coach to sort of know that you have this flexibility that is working?
Yeah, it's nice. It's tough to lose Glasser. He's done a really good job. I just referenced some of those matchups that he's had those last couple of games, and I think he's really kind of coming into his own. He scored a goal of his own yesterday. So to lose him, at a time when the team's rolling, that's you get Noesen back, but now you've lost Glass, so you've got to kind of shuffle some things around, and we debated some different looks, but ultimately settled on what we went with tonight, and thought it was a good opportunity to kind of give Gritsyuk another opportunity and challenge, and then Cotter just the same, moving him up and giving him a little bit more responsibility and opportunity today. So I'd love to have those guys respond. It just shows the type of depth that we have, and the more people we can have contributing, the better.
Sheldon, what exactly happened to Glass, and is there any long-term concern there?
Yeah, he got injured partway through the game last night, and he missed some time, and then he was pretty limited, and kind of the rest of the game, but he played through it, and was going to be questionable for today, but ultimately just wasn't able to go as he woke up not feeling any better today. So I think he had some imaging today, which I haven't got the results to know exactly what's happening there. We're not expecting it to be anything too long term, but we'll just have to see how it settles in the next few days.
What's going on with Brenden Dillon offensively this year?
He's hot. Yesterday, great goal jumping in, and you don't get 4-on-1s very often. But then today, just one timer goes in. Good spot, good sequence all the way around. Great shot by Dilly. We love to see it. There's another example, of another guy kind of stepping up and a little bit out of character in terms of what he provides or what you're accustomed to getting from him. But that's what you get over the course of the season. Our team is just different people.
Coach, we've done a lot with the scoring, but what have you liked about your team's game away from the puck? The forwards look really strong tonight, puck dribbles, things like that. Why has it been such a key to this shoot?
Yeah, I think it's been great. I think our pressure on the puck up in the zone, or up deep in the offensive zone, and then our recoveries, whether it's to recover to win the puck back and then get it back to stay on offense, or just to make it hard for them coming through the neutral zone. We gave up those 2 odd man rushes late in the first period that really bothered me, and we showed them to the team and went through it in the first intermission, but we're not going to have any more of that. And I just thought of a commitment to it, and that's been real key, is having numbers back, guys working to be back above, having good habits and details. All the things that you need to do to manage any game, but especially on the back-to-back, especially when, you know, our group is, you know, and changed around here today. Guys just kind of rallied, you get that goaltender in. Like, that's what I really liked about this kind of the stretch we put together. Like, it's been, we've done it on the road, we've done it at home, we've done it on a back-to-back now. We've had 3 different goaltenders. We've all, you know, lots of different things happening. We mixed the lines up today, Mercer Place Center. All that stuff hasn't phased us. The guys have just stayed with it.
Dawson seemed to raise his game past his AHL numbers the last few times he's been called upon here. Is it possible that could be a confidence thing, or what exactly are you seeing there specifically?
It's hard to pinpoint. It's a good question, but it's hard to pinpoint. I don't know enough firsthand of, you know, what goes on at the AHL level there, but you know, he's done a nice job here. Clearly, I think our guys again, I think have done a good job of, you know, kind of simplifying the game here today. I thought, you know, we gave up those two odd man rushes in the first period, but I don't think they actually got shots ultimately to the net on those ones. And then aside from that, I don't think there was anything odd man the rest of the game. So it's a simplified game, which perhaps suits him, and it's, you know, more structured. The guys have defended him well, but at the same time, you know, between this tonight and last season, I can recall, you know, numerous times where we have breakdowns, and he's got to come up with a big save at a key moment, and he's done that. So, you know, I'm obviously most concerned about what happens when he's here and in our net, and he's done a good job. So it's another good confidence booster for him.
And your thoughts on Nemech's game?
I thought Nemech, you know, did a good job today. I have to watch it all back, but you know, I thought today as a game, I thought our bottom 6, the game talked about the Mercer group, did a really nice job, and that line really got going. I thought even the Brenden line, and that's kind of where Nemo spends a lot of his time. He's playing with those lines and usually against the other team's bottom 6, and I thought for the most part we won those matchups. Like, I haven't really watched back the goal that we gave up in the third, or kind of what happened there, but you know, I think today, especially when you get to the back-to-back element, was one of the most better games.
Thanks, Sheldon.